Play clock winding down. On first down, Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side, Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year, because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard, and as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end. and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love it. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. So 2nd and 10 here. Mariota now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go again with Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 87 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Now Wilson on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. In motion is the tight end, Graham. First down, this is Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's third down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Amaro's got it, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Two yards to go here on third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he hits his man, Matthews. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Second down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota now on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Morgan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Third and 2, now Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And some good tackling there as he stopped. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third and 1, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
First and goal from the 8. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. Oh, a little 360. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Titans getting set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
One thing I do know about DeMarco Murray, he loves to pile up carries. You know, a lot of backs are concerned about how many they have. Not him. He wants the ball all the time. But so far in this game, that's not working too well, and his team's losing.
He's had a decent chunk of carries. He just hasn't had much success when he's gotten those carries. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Murray, the lone setback. They'll get the football here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here. It's Murray. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know I'm wandering into cliche territory, but with DeMarco Murray's not piling up yards, it has an adverse effect on his team.
And we are bearing witness to that here in this game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Wilson again to Rawls. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
10 yards still left on second down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now Wilson on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there might be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Murray, the lone setback. A second down throw here for Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at. Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. Mariota now from the 50. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Third down now following the run. To throw is Wilson. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mariota on first down. Left side caught by Matthews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Mariota now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football? Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Complete outright to Kurz. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And Walker with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
To throw is Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
First down, Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout. Yeah,
and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bennett able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Pitch goes to Rawls. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And he knocks it through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down, 8. Here's Rawls. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. This is Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.